di secondary isoamyl borane. From disecondary isoamyl borane, preparation of carbonyl compound from disecondary isoamyl borane. So how these compounds will form? How this compound will form carbonyl compound? For example, I am taking any alkyne. Alkyne will react with this compound. So this compound in very short we can represent. So SiA2BH. SiA2BH means, so that is disecondary isoamyl borane. Isoamyl borane or disamyl borane, right? So alkyne and this one disamyl borane in presence of hydrogen peroxide and OH minus is going to form carbonyl compound. Carbonyl compound it will form like this. Okay, first I will give this disamyl, the structure of disamyl borane. Disamyl borane is there as well as disecondary isoamyl borane. Disecondary isoamyl borane. The structure of this compound is like this. So B. So this is isoamyl. Isoamyl means 5 carbons will be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amyl means 5 carbons should present. So this two branches are there. So that's why we call disecondary isoamyl borane. Disecondary isoamyl borane, this one. So this compound will react like this. For example, I am taking acetylene CH311CH when it is reacting with disamyl borane. So instead of writing disamyl borane, I am taking here SiA2BH. So when it is reacting with hydrogen peroxide in presence of OH minus, so it is going to give CH3 C double bond OH, it will form. Acetaldehyde it will form. So let me take one more example. 1 propane. So CH3 CH triple bond CH is there, right? For this SiA2BH disamyl borane, I am taking this disamyl borane when reacting with hydrogen peroxide in presence of OH minus, then what is expected product? So first step I am taking, so CH3CH triple bond CH is there. So in this disamyl borane structure, complete structure I am taking here. So this is boron. So this is disamyl borane structure is like this, and this is hydrogen. In this disamyl borane, hydrogen electronegativity is more comparing with boron. So that's why from this compound hydrogen will be released in the form of H minus. Hydride ion, hydrogen will be released in the form of H minus. That H minus will attack on this carbon. Why this carbon? Why not this carbon means? So when this hydride ion is separated, then this total group is bulky group. So this bulky group will attack from the less crowded surface area. So in this acetylene, this carbon is carrying this methyl group, so here this total group will get positive charge, this one is negative charge, so that this negative charge will attack here. So finally we are going to get CH3 CH2 and CH double bond CH and this disamyl borane. In this disamyl borane, this boron and these two alkyl groups are connected here. So that I am taking B boron and SiA2 I am taking. Hydrogen is not there, so BSiA2 I am taking, in short I am taking. So when it is reacting with hydrogen peroxide, in presence of OH minus, so this boron group will be converted to OH, alcohol. So CH3, CH2, double bond and CHOH it will form. Like this. So this OH group will shift on, this lone pair of electron will shift on to this carbon. So this will be connected to, here only one hydrogen will come, right? Here also hydrogen is not there, right? So it will shift on this carbon. So then we are going to get CH3, CH2 and C double bond OH we will get. So name of this one is propanol. Name of this one is propanol. So this type of compounds we want from the Grignard reagent. From Grignard reagent. Next method, from Grignard reagent. Preparation of carbonyl compound from Grignard reagents. Grignard reagent. So what is Grignard reagent actually? So Grignard reagent means alkyl magnesium halide. Alkyl magnesium halide. Alkyl magnesium halide is called Grignard reagent. Alkyl magnesium halide means, for example, CH3X is there, methyl halide. So I am taking bromine, I am taking. So CH3Br. CH3Br when react with magnesium in presence of ether. In presence of ether, so it is going to form CH3MgBr. CH3MgBr. So name of this one, methyl magnesium bromide. Methyl magnesium bromide. It will form methyl magnesium bromide. So this methyl magnesium bromide is called, means instead of this methyl you can take any alkyl group. So it is one of the example for Grignard reagent. So in this Grignard reagent, this alkyl group will get negative charge. It will act as a nucleophile or it will act as a base also. Why? Because magnesium is a metal. So when carbon is being with metal, in such case carbon electronegativity is more comparing with metal. Metals are electropositive. So that this carbon will get negative charge, this metal and this total part will get negative charge. So for example, Grignard reagent when react with the reaction of Grignard reagent, reaction of CH3MgBr with hydrogen cyanide I am taking. Hydrogen cyanide. Okay. So I am taking here CH3MgBr when it is reacting with hydrogen cyanide. When it is reacting with hydrogen cyanide, right? So here CH3 minus will be there, negative charge. So this CH3 minus will attack on this carbon. Why? Because carbon is being with nitrogen. Carbon will get positive charge. Nitrogen is more electronegative. So that's why this methyl group will attack on this electron deficient carbon. Okay. So then when it is going to attack on this carbon is going to get 5 bonds. So that one bond is going to shift on nitrogen. So when it is shifting on nitrogen, then electron density will be more on nitrogen. This MgBr is being with this nitrogen to neutralize that. So now HC double bond and NMgBr will come. NMgBr will come and here CH3 will come. When it is reacting with water, when it is hydrolysis, when you hydrolyze this, so it is going to form like this. When you are going to hydrolyze this, connect oxygen this side and hydrogen this side. Connect hydrogen this side, oxygen that side. So now then you will get CH3 HC double bond O, CH3 you will get plus MgNH2 here nitrogen. So yeah, now magnesium NH2 you will get and MgBr you will get MgBr. So when it is reacting with water, so one hydrogen you connect to this one. So MgOHBr you will get MgOHBr plus ammonia will be separated. So this is one of the methods for the preparation of aldehyde. So from the Grignard reagent. So next preparation of ketone. Preparation of ketone from Grignard reagents. Grignard reagents. Okay. Grignard reagent. Preparation of ketone from Grignard reagents. So CH3MgBr I am taking here. CH3MgBr. Instead of hydrogen cyanide I am taking methyl cyanide. Okay, this methyl cyanide. This methyl group will attack on this carbon. This bond will shift towards nitrogen. Then it will form CH3C, H3 will form and double bond and NMgBr will form. Okay, NMgBr. So that negative charge will be neutralized by this one. So NMgBr. So when you go for hydrolysis, when you add water for this one, if you go for hydrolysis, then you are going to get CH3C double bond O CH3 plus here you will get nitrogen, magnesium will form NH2 and here MgBr NH2 and Br will form. When you go for hydrolysis for this one, you will get MgOHBr plus NH3 you will get. So ketone you will get like this. So if you want ketone, then you have to change alkyl group here. If you want aldehyde, then instead of methyl you have to take hydrogen cyanide. Instead of methyl, you have to take hydrogen. That's it. Preparation of carbonyl compound. Preparation of carbonyl compound from cadmium chloride. Cadmium chloride or you can say dimethyl copper lithium. Dimethyl copper lithium. So for this, first I am taking cadmium chloride. So when this cadmium chloride is reacting with 2 moles of Grignard reagent, CH3 MgBr, 2 moles of Grignard reagent. So I told you already, in this Grignard reagent this carbon will get negative charge. So here I am taking cadmium, here chlorine is there, here chlorine is there. So in this Grignard reagent, CH3 minus will replace this Cl, and one more CH3 minus is there, no? One more CH3 minus also will replace this chlorine. So then it is going to form CH3 taken twice, cadmium it will form. Okay, dimethyl cadmium it will form. So this dimethyl cadmium, so if for example, this dimethyl cadmium will react with acyl chloride, 2 moles of acyl chloride. So when it is reacting with dimethyl cadmium, so these 2 chlorine groups are replaced by these 2 methyl groups. So that we are going to get 2 moles of acetone. 2 moles of acetone we will get. So this is one of the best methods. I want to prepare acetophenone. Then how to prepare acetophenone from this method we are going to check. So for the preparation of acetophenone we need to take benzoyl chloride now. So this benzoyl chloride will react with cadmium chloride and so CH3 MgBr, 2 moles of CH3 then only it will form. So PH C double bond O CH3 will form, right? So how mechanism you see? So cadmium chloride I am taking. This cadmium chloride will react with 2 moles of alkyl methyl magnesium bromide. So then it will form. So this benzoyl chloride PHC double bond OCl 2 moles of benzoyl chloride will react with so dimethyl cadmium, and these 2 chlorines are replaced by these 2 methyl groups. So then PHC double bond O CH3 will form acetophenone. Name of this one is acetophenone. Acetophenone we can prepare like this. Preparation of carbonyl compound from Friedel-Crafts acylation. So this is Friedel-Crafts acylation. So benzene will react with acyl chloride in presence of aluminium trichloride. So then it is going to form acetophenone. Right? So actually this is electrophilic substitution reaction. So electrophilic substitution reaction will have 3 steps. So in that first step, formation of electrophile. So this electrophile will form like this: CH3 C double bond OCl and AlCl3. Here chlorine is having lone pair of electron, aluminium is having vacant orbital. So this chlorine will donate electrons to this aluminium. So because of that, it is going to form CH3 C double bond OCl plus and AlCl3 will form. So after some time, it will donate this electron to this chlorine and it will form CH3 C double bond O plus AlCl4 it will form. This is electrophile. This is called the electrophile. Formation of electrophile is completed. Next step is formation of sigma complex. Formation of sigma complex will form. Okay, here this one benzene ring. So electrophile will approach CH3 C double bond O plus. So this carbon will form bond with this one. So because of that, here C double bond O CH3 will get and here plus will come. So like this it will form. After that, this bond will shift to here and it is going to form double bond OCH3. So here it will form like this plus this will shift like this and this bond, this positive charge will shift there. So because of that, see double bond OCH3 will form. So immediately it will form here the bond will be like this, here it will form like this. Okay, so these all three resonance structures we can represent like this, because positive charge is rotating throughout the ring, right? So this is called sigma complex. This is called sigma complex. Last step is elimination of proton. Third step is elimination of proton. Elimination of proton. Elimination of proton. So in this elimination of proton, so the sigma complex is there. So double bond OCH3. So here one bond, here one bond. Here proton, hydrogen will be there. This bond will shift like this. So minus H plus. Proton will lose this compound will lose proton. So finally acetophenone will form like this. This is one of the best reaction and easy mechanism also. This is called Friedel-Crafts tessellation. So with this all preparations of carbonyl compounds completed. So now